very good morning from Peterborough, or Warrington to be precise. A few days for Normans, so I've just done my first drop. Just trying to get everything organised in the cab. I was lashing down with rain this morning, as has been the case in July, and probably dropped my bed sheet on the yard floor. I was putting stuff in my truck this morning, so I'm just trying to dry that. Luckily it's only sort of like a couple of corners sort of thing that's affected. I could do with getting someone in to cut these blooming trees back, really. It's not ideal. That and fill the potholes would be a bonus. At the dentist yesterday, they managed to cut me lip. That's what it feels like. They did. I remember it hurting, whatever she did, and I got a bit of a lump there now, which is really annoying. Pay for that privilege as well. So I'm now off to Daventry. Tip there, and then it's probably straight back to load and probably go a bit up the road with what time I've got left for tomorrow. That was the plan as of yesterday anyway. Obviously things can change, as they often do. Think she was going to bother stopping. I've been here before. They now unloaded somewhere else, which is round the back there, because I thought I recognised it when I come in and when I looked at it last night, and that's when I did a Friday night out. 5 nights out in a week. It's the first one in a while. So what do I have? 2 Peterboroughs, somewhere else I think it was, and 2 drops in Sheffield. I got back as far as Bury St Edmunds on a 10. I was an hour away from the yard. There you go. That's a few years ago. That's when they had Mercedes. Oh dear. I followed an ambulance this morning down the A143 towards Diss, pottering around between 45 and 50, which is most frustrating. Oh, there we go. So yeah, just 3 days this week on here. Of course, I was in Peterborough recently to get my new passport. Well, yesterday was a bit of a shambles. Basically, if I put the GoPro on charge, and after a while it then just kind of crashes as such. You have to take all the housing off, all that kind of crap, take the battery out and then put it back in and restart it, which I can't do when I'm driving. So I couldn't do anything basically. Well, blooming lip. I went to the dentist Tuesday and they managed to hook my lip and give me a big old like ulcer. It's just really annoying. It's sort of just there. Never mind. Just trying to think what I do. Yeah, I can't remember what I managed to film yesterday. Peterborough, Daventry, and then it was straight back to load for Aston Clinton, which I have filmed before. I know I have. Just go over the little bridge, and I parked at Bury St Edmunds. Went and saw a mate and had a good old chat. I've done about just a bit over 8 hours driving, so I couldn't really get much further, and sort of beyond there it's lay-bys, and plus I would have had to have another break, so it's just like, this will do. So I think they start at 7 o'clock, or possibly even 6 down here. I'm just hoping I've kind of beaten the start of the rush on the 25, but I'm not entirely convinced. Because it's 5:45. I'm at sort of Baldock, Royston, the A505. I still call this a new bit of road. It's been done God knows how many years. I don't think there's a reload on this either. I think this is straight back as well. Just got to give her a ring when I'm done. Then I will be fighting the M25. Yay! It'll be kind of pointless having a break. So we've only done 2 hours or so. Yeah, I don't know what the excuse me, what the plan will be. Who knows? Should hopefully be away. Marvellous. Just in time for loads of traffic. So it's now 8:30, Friday morning. So yeah, I loaded. So far I haven't camera problems yesterday. My GoPro's gone down in my estimation, but it did quite a while ago to be fair. So I can't remember what I actually managed to get filmed yesterday. But I tipped Aylesbury, or Aston Clinton, yeah. I then ran back up to Norwich, loaded for Wickham Market. Chucking it down with rain because Latitude Festival's on, which also meant the A12 was rammed. So then once I tipped there, I then cut across country to go back to Halesworth to reload for St Albans for today. So back the yard and go home, set off again this morning. So I was down here at about 20 to 8 I suppose, got here, curtains open, tipped, and now back to Norwich again to load for Felixstowe, which is a little small village just outside of sort of Bungay. If you're ever on fridges or foodstuffs, you might know there's a Two Sisters chicken site there, which used to be something else, probably Grampian or whatever it was, but it's not there I'm going to, it's just a bit further on the road. So I'll have to stop and have have a bit, finish my break. Somewhere en route back. But I know that the roundabout that this comes out on is a real pain, especially this time of day. So I might have to squeeze my way out, if you see what I mean. The gap in the traffic might be non-existent. This will bring me out. If you go from across the 414 at Hatfield to St Albans, which you can drop down on the M1 or the M25 by the M1 junction, it's along that bit of road there, and brilliant. Yeah, it does get fantastically busy there. There we go. At least I'm heading in the right direction for a Friday. An old Rover, lovely. I think I mentioned I'm going to the Festival of the Unexceptional tomorrow. I think it's Grimshaw Castle in Lincolnshire. Which is basically a car show for stock vehicles, basically mundane vehicles. So not your GTIs, your SRIs, your fancy vehicles in air quotes. This is all about your 1.4 Protons, your 1 litre Polos, your cars with no optional extras whatsoever, ones that have survived miraculously because they're a bit like trucks, like the Renault Premium, the Mercedes Axor. They aren't trucks that generally are kept because they're fleet spec. People love and cherish a GTI and things like that, and a FH16, and you get the drift. So because I can't go to Aston because I'm skin, and it's normally the Farne Islands diving weekend, which was fully booked so quickly. In fact, I'm booked on next year's July 1, and that's already fully booked. That's how busy it is and how popular. So, yeah, which meant I've never been able to do this car show. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. A friend of mine was there last year. He's got a Fiat Panda, and he won something. I'm not sure what, because I have a Concours de l'Ordinaire. I really hope I'm not repeating myself, otherwise it's going to be very dull. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Should be good fun. And then going diving off the North Norfolk coast on Sunday, very sort of like tea time, early evening. So that'd be nice. And back on here Monday, then Chapman's for the rest of the week. Then we're in August, aren't we? Flippin' heck. Yeah, that's my mate's wedding the following weekend. Blimey. I better check what I've got to wear. Hopefully, not like a shirt and tie, and trousers, because it's hot, and I don't like wearing that sort of caper anyway. But I can't imagine it will be. Wasn't expecting that quickly. And there's one undertaking me as usual. Oh no, maybe not. I take it back. Right then. past this chap and crack on with Friday. Right. That's me tipped at Felixstowe. Back to the yard now, which is a bonus, because it's 10 to 2. Just spent about 10 minutes talking motorbikes with the forklift driver. So back to the yard, park up, and then hopefully, because latitude's on, it won't be too bad for me to get home, because I'm kind of going away from it all. I'm going to pop and get my shopping for next week as I finished early, because the weekend's going to be a bit full on. So I just noticed, I think that house, yeah, it's got a sign outside selling stuff. There's a big old dinosaur statue in the front garden. Almost looked abandoned, that house. And because latitude's on, the phone signal is absolutely shocking at the moment, which is a real pain. Oh dear. Could do a little pound that really, but not at the time. So yeah, I've got load Norwich at 6:30 Monday morning for Basingstoke. So it's going to be a fairly full on day. So I've got to be back because I'm only doing the Monday for them. And then back to the easy life. After all the rain we've had, it's starting to warm up again. Oh, Monday. Oh, I ache. I went diving yesterday, and to get to the dive site, it's a bit of a walk along a pebbly beach. Which certainly takes it out of you in your full dive regalia. But it's all worth it. Good bit of exercise. Oh, but yeah, I knew I was going to ache today. So I am off to Basingstoke. Got to run up to Norwich this morning. It only took a quarter of an hour to load it, which is good. I'm now coming up to Barton Mills, which between that and Thickthorn roundabout are two frankly dreadful junctions on the A11 that really need redoing. Well, that'll probably never happen. Although I would say that, I think they are doing something with Thickthorn. Probably going to make a right hash of it and make it probably worse. And I think there's going to be roadworks for about 2 years or something stupid. Rather than just completely close it for like a whole weekend and get on with it. Never mind. Luckily I don't have to go that way very often, so I can sort of quite easily avoid it really. I'm going to have to, I'm not quite going to make Basingstoke in one hit, which is fine. Just need to figure out where to stop and have a break. I'll worry about that when I'm a bit further down the road. Oh yeah, cool. Might have to shut me peepers on me break. Well, so yeah, just today left to do with Norman's, and then back on Chapman's. Tomorrow and for the rest of the week, and then the following week, and then I think I'm back on Norman's. I've got a full week's cover coming up. Come on, any time today. Well, that's the Barton Mills out of the way. It just leaves the whole of the 25 to contend with. Never mind. Hopefully the sound has come out on this as per my previous video. I don't know what's causing that, whether the lost quite a few clips due to the sound. Very frustrating. Anyway, get going, get back into my book.